Ina Helen, hello my love. How are you? How was your weekend? Ayala, welcome. Stephanie, good evening to you. Leanne, welcome. If everybody could actually just tell me where they want me to direct the healing, please. I will wait for a few more people to come in. Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear, Ina Helen. You know, things like that are so important. Great stress boost or reliever as well, energy booster. Scarlett, hello. So, can everybody tell me where they want me to direct the healing, please? If it's general, just put GEN. If otherwise, just let me know where. Heart. Heart for Ayala. Ayala heart. Okay. Scarlet General. Perfect. Hello, Claire. So maybe I'll start wherever I'm drawn to. Perfect, Claire. So Leanne, Stephanie and Ina Helen, if you could let me know where you would like me to send. Hello, Alicia. Where would you like me to send, Alicia? Perfect, Leanne. General for Ina Helen and Alicia, General. Stacy, good evening. Where would you like me to direct the healing, Stacy? Katie, hello. Again, Katie, where would you like me to direct the healing? General. Okay. And Stephanie's general. Katie's general. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. By brain, do you mean your thoughts? Or do you actually mean the physical brain? Okay, so it's hydrocephalus. Okay. Yes, of course. Okay. Chris, good afternoon to you, my love. Where would you like me to send the healing, Chris? So, what's going to happen tonight is I will do a slightly shorter healing, and I am going to do pull cards as well, because I won't be here tomorrow night, more than likely. An appointment for one of my specialists that I have to go to quite a few specialists for my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and oh, left knee. Oh gosh. No problem, Chris. And I have to wait so long for the appointments, and they got a cancellation and they rang me yesterday, so I'm going tomorrow. But it's in Dublin, which is a good drive away, so I'm not too sure whether I'll be back or not, so just to be on the safe side. I'm going to do just a little combination tonight, so sorry about that. You twisted it. Oh gosh. Not nice. Stephen, hello. Avascular necrosis. Now, that's a new one on me. What is that, Stephen? What is that? Sounds very complicated. Katie, you're very nervous. Why are you nervous? Tell me. Stacey, the universe is conspiring for me, which is always lovely. Rare disease in the hips. I see. I must look up that one. That is a new one on me, definitely. Thank you so much, Scarlett. A bone connecting your leg and hips. I see. Amy, hello. Hooked Books, how are you? Where would you like me to send to Amy? I'm just giving it a few minutes before we start. Thank you, Jenny, for the rose. You're awaiting surgery. Ah, gosh. I hope that surgery comes very, very soon, Stephen. Okay, I might as well start. So as I say, there will be a slightly shorter healing. Don't worry, the healing will last for not so much a shorter healing, but me giving information about the healing will be shorter. But the healing will go wherever it needs to go, and it will keep going for 24 hours. Sonia, hello. So don't worry about that. Okay, so Sonia, if you would like to tell me where you want me to send the healing, please. But in the meantime, I will start. So Ina Helen, sending to you first, my love, and then I'll pull a card. And I'm not here at all next week. Eek. Apologies. I always feel so guilty when I'm not here. Especially for all my lovely subscribers, but don't worry, I'll make it up to everybody the week after. Okay. Thank you, Katie. Spain, here we come. Hopefully the weather is nice. Haven't been away in so long. I'm very, very excited. Okay, Sonia, no problem at all. Okay, so Ina Helen. So, Ina Helen. Hello, Emma. Not at all. Just let me know where you want me to send the healing to. Sorry, I'm just reading comments. If I've missed anybody. So true, Stacey. So true. So, Ina Helen, I'm always drawn to your throat chakra, Ina Helen. Always. Tonight it was the throat and the solar plexus. Autonomy, standing up for yourself, speaking your truth, living your truth. Very, very important. So, Ina Helen, a card. Just, I think everybody is probably aware of it by now, but all my subscribers are in my daily healings anyway. Always. General, no problem at all, Emma. So, we have a very stormy night here again tonight. Very, very stormy. Katie, so do I. I really, really do. It's calm in Scotland. Nice. I think it's probably going your way, Stacey. I think it is. I love the energy of storms. Without storms, the world would go insane. Storms are necessary to just move the energy along. As long as you're inside, yeah, absolutely. People that have to work in all sorts of inclement weather, I really, really, really think they're so amazing. So, Ina Helen regains the balance, it really does. So, see the good in everything, or if you want to look at it another way, see the God in everything. I don't like using the word God, but see the universe in everything. Put yourself in slow motion and observe everything and everyone through the lens of, this is sacred and it speaks to me. How does that change your environment? And I mean everything, every single thing that you look at on a daily basis. Your goal is to learn the spiritual practice of seeing the universe in everything. Sometimes we can get caught up and bogged down and distracted by all the things that are going on in our lives, whether they're negative or positive. And really what this card means is just pull yourself back and realize your surroundings, and realize, because I know where you live and I've seen photographs on your Instagram, and you live in the most amazing place. So really what this card is reminding you is, in the midst of everything that's going on in your life, see the beauty around you, see the awe of the universe in every single thing that you see. Okay, Ina Helen. So, Ayala is next. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Stephen. Ayala. heart and throat. Yes, Ina Helen, these are lovely cards. I think I've used them quite a few times before, haven't I? So, Ina Helen. Hello, Sophie. I don't think I have you on my list. Sophie, where would you like me to send to? Yes, Claire. It's amazing how the sound travels, isn't it? Amazing. So, Ayala, heart and throat. Again, the throat, something needs to be said. Something needs to come out. Something was left unsaid. And for things that are left unsaid, the nicest and most cathartic way that you can actually get that energy out, rather than saying it to the person that you need to say it, and maybe causing some friction, is write it down. Write it all down. Write every single bit of it down, and then burn it. And the actual process of writing it all down is getting it out, and then the actual act of burning it is sending it off into the atmosphere and dispelling the energy from it. So gets rid of the negative energy. Yeah, a very, very good way to do it, and it will definitely help here. Oh gosh, you can't beat it, Emma. You really can't. My husband is the best for lighting fires. That really is his domain. And we cut down, unfortunately we had to cut down quite a lot of trees on our property at the end of last summer, because a lot of them were falling with all the storms we get now. A lot of the trees were falling, and some of them are on the boundary of a public road. So we just had to, broke my heart, absolutely broke my heart, but had to be done. So now those trees are giving back beautifully to us, and he cuts up the timber, and we have it for our fires, which I am so grateful for. They really were an accident waiting to happen. Some of them were 70 feet tall. They were crazy height. But we will replant in a more structured way. So do I, Claire. I adore trees. The energy from trees is indescribable. So, Ayala. Let's see what little bit of advice or guidance, I'll say, rather than advice, for you today. Katie, they are. And they're so intelligent, and the communication network that they have with each other is amazing. So, okay, Ayala, this card, yeah, so do I, Claire. This card is release the need to complain. We all complain. Complaining is a habit like any other habit. And we all do it all of the time. Honestly assess whether you're a complainer, no matter whether you share complaints with others or keep them to yourself, which is also something we do. This tendency is a way of looking at a situation without seeing its potential blessings. Your goal is to release the predilection to complain, and instead, oh my gosh, I can't talk tonight. Instead, see the positive side of things. Even if you can't see the positive side, by actually not complaining about it, can actually help the situation. Complaining only brings in more negative energy. So if we release the need to complain and just be aware of it and stop ourselves before we go down that slippery slope of the complaining. As I say, as the card says, whether it's to yourself or to somebody else, you're curbing that negative energy. So, Stephanie is next. Stephanie. Stephanie, a lot of energy coming from you. Ayala, you're very welcome. A lot of energy. Quite a strong energy, Stephanie. I got the base chakra down. You need grounding. You need to ground yourself. You're a little ungrounded at the moment, and that can make you feel a little bit spacey. Ayala, actually, I picked up something similar for you. I forgot to say it. Best way to ground yourself is to just visualize tree roots growing from your feet down into the ground, and just know and set the intention that you are completely balanced between Source and Mother Earth. It is a complete balance of all of the energies. You're neither too grounded nor too oh my gosh, I can't talk tonight, nor too connected to your crown chakra. So yeah, grounding. If you can't visualize, just say I am grounded. With intention, just say I am grounded. Works just as well. Loredana, hello. Did Sophie give me Back to the Trees? Yes, Katie. It was Once a Tree, the card. I was actually going to say that, yes. Sophie, did Sophie give me where you want me to send the healing? And Team Tiny, if you would like me to send to you as well. Team Tiny's and you're not grounded. Okay, very good, Stephanie. It's easily rectified. It really is. So, Leanne is next. Did I pull the card for you, Stephanie? I didn't. My apologies. I will hopefully get to you. It's a long list, but I am prepared to stay a tiny little bit longer if needs be tonight. But you're probably the end of the list now, I'd say, Team Tiny. Stacy, did I ask you where? I did ask you where, yes, but you're a little bit down the list yet. So I don't know where Stacy wants me to send Sophie and Loredana. Am I saying that right? Dana, maybe? Loredana? So, Stephanie. Okay. This is for Stephanie. Team Tiny, that's good. Stephanie, see, very similar to Ina Helen, see the good in everything. Today's lesson, this is a day for optimism only. No matter what comes your way, your task is to see only the favourable attributes in it. Your goal is to practice the power of positive thinking a lot harder than you think. A lot harder than you think. So, yeah, practice the power of positive thinking. Just try it for one day. Just one day. You know, nothing too major. And see how you get on. Stephanie. Sonia, hello. Sonia, number 2. Sonia T and Sonia F. Okay, so you're very welcome, Stephanie. So, Leanne is next. Leanne, you are so strong. So strong. Really what Spirit wants to tell me is that if you could just live in the moment, do not think beyond the moment. Do not think of even the next minute, not a mind to say the next day or the next week or the next hour. Just concentrate right on this moment. Concentrate on your breathing. Concentrate on now, just exactly now. And just know that you are doing really, really well. And you are so strong. So I sent to all of the head chakras, Leanne. Okay, so a card for Leanne. Leanne, observe your conversations. Similar to the last card, really. Observe the conversations you engage in today. Are they productive or mean-spirited? Are they filled with gossip or stimulating information? Your goal is to recognize the quality of information you feed your mind each day. And I think really this, for me, I think this message for you is observe the conversations you have with yourself, not so much with other people, with the ones you have yourself. Are you telling yourself a nice story, or are you telling yourself an ego story? Are you allowing your ego to, tell you that same negative story all the time, that you're not good enough, that that this is hopeless, that you can't do this, you can't do that? Ignore that ego, ignore that conversation and change it to a positive one. Tell yourself a positive story. Try it. Just try it for a day and see how you get on. So, Scarlet. So, Scarlet, I felt drawn to the third eye, the throat, and the base chakra. Very much so to the third eye. I think definitely there is a lot of awakening going on there at the moment, and will be into the future, most definitely. The grounding thing again came up. People need grounding at the moment. It must be whatever way the universe and the planets and all of that. I'm not great at astrology, but I think there are things going on at the moment, aren't there, between the 21st and the 23rd. So that could be why. So yeah, definitely, Scarlett, down the line I see a lot of spirituality and awakening and intuition, psychicness, all that kind of thing, all stirring up for you. The throat, I'm just feeling a kind of a slightly raw throat, maybe wear a scarf tomorrow. I see. I came across a few things. Started the Lunar New Year. Yeah, I know I came across quite a lot. I will admit it's not something that I know that much about. But I know it's quite a powerful time at the moment, isn't it? So, Scarlett. Don't need to struggle. You don't need to keep the energy high. Energy will go up and down, Scarlett. Just most important thing is, once you take an interest in something, there are so many aspects to spirituality, but what I would say is explore, watch YouTube, read books, listen to podcasts, do whatever it is, just to kind of, dip your toes in the water, and you will find your equilibrium in all of it. And when you do, that will support you, Yeah, being positive, definitely, or making a conscious effort. Even just when you get out of bed in the morning, just say, today's going to be a good day. Something as simple as that. Today is going to be a good day. Or laughing. Laughing is amazing. So, Scarlett. Okay. Reflect on pride and ego. Acknowledge that negative pride causes more harm and suffering to relationships and to your overall life than can be measured. Notice where you're losing power because of a false pride, and recognize that it's poison to your spirit and thus to your healing. Your goal is to reflect on matters of pride and ego. Ego is part and parcel of being human. It's what it is. We've been reading more about it. That's good. That's excellent. You are definitely on the right path. But it's just to be aware of pride. It's to be aware of the ego. It's to be aware when the little being on your shoulder is doing the guiding and the controlling, rather than, coming from you, coming from your soul, your heart, your inner being, realizing, who's driving, who's steering the ship, all the metaphors. That's the main thing, just being aware and checking the ego. And as I say, that little being, you just flick them when you hear them chattering. Okay, so Claire is next. Dalai was saying recently, the best way to stay positive is to forget your ego. But it's a very difficult thing to do. It's all very well for the Dalai Lama to say that, and all the Tibetan monks all up in their little, lofty little monasteries in the mountains, because that's what they do all day. The challenge is living in the real world, and, dealing with and finding the balance between ego and spirituality. It is hard. So don't ever beat yourself up about it. Don't ever beat yourself up. Claire, what can I say? Absolutely, this temptation. So true, Stacey. They're all just little testers. Claire, you're going from strength to strength. That energy is flowing so beautifully. You know, if I could see you in person, I would say you're glowing. You're absolutely glowing. You are definitely going from strength to strength. You are transforming, complete transformation going on, both in mind and body. And the only thing that I can say other than all of that is that you are extremely emotional at the moment, but that's brilliant, because that is just another way of, shedding the old. Perfect. So, oh yeah, for sure, Stacey. This is the thing, I know they're sending out beautiful energy to the world, and that is extremely important. I'm not diminishing them in any way, shape or form, but it's a different story altogether to live, in the mundane reality, if we want to call it that way. Sophie, did you tell me where you want me to send the healing? So this is for Claire. Claire. There's a common theme here tonight. And I mean, there are a lot more things in these cards than just these couple of cards, but this one is appreciate everything. Today, affirm, my life is perfect. Appreciate everything and everyone in your life without doubt or expectations. Your goal is to learn that the way to set change in motion is to bless and feel grateful for even the most difficult parts of your life. Oh, I think that's very pertinent. Very pertinent, isn't it, Claire? I think you are doing an amazing job. So, Alicia, my dearest, sending to you a lot of overthinking. Okay, Sophie. So, Team Tiny and Sonia Tompkins, is it, I think, are the two people I haven't anything from yet. Absolutely, yes, Claire. Absolutely, but you are shining. You really are. Alicia. Alicia. Oh, your app just froze. The question was, where would you like me to send the healing, my love? Team Tiny, that is, Loredana. What a beautiful name, Loredana. Alicia, I'm feeling a lot of tears around your eyes. They're not tears, sorry, your eyes are watering. Is it because they're sore? Is it because of the issue with your eyes? Or have you been crying? Overthinking as well, Alicia. There's a lot of overthinking going on at the moment. Just be aware of it and just stop it in its tracks. What will be will be. Everything will turn out for your greatest and highest good. Always. Your greatest and highest good. So no need to overthink. No need. Oh, okay. Okay, Sonia. So general for Loredan. Both. Okay. Okay. Well, tears are always good. Tears are always good. Tears are never, ever, ever bad for you, no matter what the situation is. So, Alicia, a card for Alicia. Not long to go now. What? Another, just over a month? Getting very close. Okay, Alicia. Alicia, pay attention to your body. So today, think about one thing that your body requires that it didn't need yesterday. Listen, observe, and pay attention to the physical, emotional, mental, and psychological stresses in your body and respond to one of them fully and consciously today. Your goal is to pay attention to your body in every way. So pick one and respond. And I think this definitely ties in with the healing, doesn't it? Just find one thing and just give it what it needs today. You will know what that is. Okay. Stacy, I didn't get anything from Stacy, did I? Is Stacy still here? Stacy, are you still here? Or did you send me instruction and I missed it? Stacy. Stacy is here, isn't she? Stacy is here. Yes. Sorry about that. So, is it general or no problem, Alicia? You are more than welcome. So, where would you like me to send, Stacy? I'll take a drink while I'm waiting. Just getting lost again, isn't it? So maybe what I will do is I will wait for Stacey's comment to come in, and I will send to Katie while Stacey's comment is coming in. Sometimes they get very stuck, don't they? Okay. There you are. Anywhere coming off of hard medication. Okay, no problem at all, Stacey. Stacey, flush those toxins out. Drink lots of water. But don't gulp down lots and lots in one go. Drink very gradually and, regularly during the day. I also, and I don't think it's mine, I got a kind of a raw feeling around here, around the chest area. So I wonder, is that yours? So I just sent extra to the heart chakra. So, card for Stacey. Could be the back of the chest as well, actually. Could be the back of the chakra. Thank you, Emma. So this live will go up on YouTube as normal at the end of the week with the other two lives. And as I say, apologies, I won't be here tomorrow night. I don't think. If I am home at a reasonable hour, I'll pop on for a while. But just in case, I will say no. But I will be there for my normal live, my general live, more so than normal, on Thursday at 9. And as I say, I won't be here for any lives next week. I'm away from Monday to Friday. But all going well, back to normal the week after. Stacey. Thank you, Stacey. So, be mindful of conflict, Stacey. Name one person with whom you have a power conflict and write an extensive description of the nature of that struggle without assigning any blame. Only describe your own issues. Your goal is to become mindful that remaining in a conflict is a choice. So sometimes you have to learn to agree to disagree. Sometimes you will come across people, even people that are very close to you, that have an opinion on something completely contradictory to yours. But they're always opinions. It's your opinion versus their opinion. So, sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. Just for life to move on. Okay. Is your husband doing much, much better? We were getting a little bit worried, Laura Dana. We really were. We were saying, oh my gosh, this is so close to the holiday. But no, thank goodness, he is doing great. Mind you, I am restricting a lot of the stuff that he eats, which makes him very upset because he's a man that loves his food. Katie is next. Katie. Katie, you are worried at the moment. Concentrated on all of the head chakras, as I call them, which would be the crown and the third eye and even the throat. You are worried. You're feeling vulnerable. You're constantly, I know what it's like. You're a single parent and you're worried always about the people that you were responsible for, and if anything happened, you put those worries out of your head. Release those worries to the universe. Your guardian angel is very prominent. All of our guardian angels, celestial beings, soul minders, whatever you want to call them, is very anxious that you know that they are with you all of the time, but they cannot interfere with your free will, so you have to ask them for help. Your guardian angel's name is, what I'm picking up is Ella, E-L-L-A, Ella. So release your worries to the universe. Everything will work out. Everything will work out for your greatest and highest good. So you have enough going on without being worried or anxious. Talk to Ella. They are there for us always. Oh gosh, I am so sorry to hear that, my darling. So sorry. Hand it all over. Hand it all over. So, Katie. You are very strong. Very, very strong. A lot stronger than you think. Hello, Destiny. Destiny, I will write you down. I'm not too sure if I'll get to you or not. What I will do is I will pull a card for you, definitely. And I might have to defer the healing until tomorrow morning. Thank you, Chris. So, Katie. I will write down Destiny's name. Destiny, where would you like me to send the healing, my love? Just let me know where you'd like me to send the healing. Sophie, thank you. So, Katie, your card. Okay, so your card is Become Better. Perfect, Destiny. Discover one thing that would make you feel better and more empowered at what you do and who you are, and make it part of your routine. If this is difficult, identify why becoming better is something you wouldn't want to do. Your goal is to recognize how and why you sabotage your empowerment, and the way I think you're sabotaging your empowerment at the moment is with anxiety and worry and overthinking and trying to control things that are outside of your control. So if you could discover one thing that would make you feel better and more empowered at the moment, I think, without prompting you too much, I think maybe realizing that the only thing that you have control over is your thoughts and your actions. Everything outside of you in that respect is out of your control. Everything else, just think about it. Every single thing is outside of your control except those two things: the way you think and the way you act. And once you can get a handle on that and just let go, and again release, let it go to the universe, it, I think, will definitely help. The anxiety is definitely your nemesis. We all have a nemesis, we really do. Chris, my love, sending to that knee. Chris. There's a lot of redness around that knee. It's very inflamed. Are you putting ice packs and all of that kind of thing on it? You're trying to hobble on it. You're trying to push it. You're not giving in to the pain. Give in to it, and accept the pain and rest. Oh my gosh, rest. The more you're hobbling around, the more it's shaking and it's like rattling. Is the only way I can describe it. Yeah, lots of rest. I know you're not a person that likes resting, but rest. I have a little, and heat. I felt drawn to the cold, so I've got a cold pack around that left knee at the moment. A cold energy pack. It's a very piercing blue. Yeah. You've got some sort of shoes, and the soles of the shoes are very grippy. Maybe give those a miss for a while. I think what they're doing is they're gripping you to the ground. They're grounding you, but they're grounding you too much so that you're at risk of actually, your legs going one way and your body going the other, if you know what I mean. I know, Chris, I know. But rest as much as you possibly can, So, a card for Chris. And Stephen is next, and then Amy, Sonia, Emma, Sophie, Loredana, Sonia T, and Destiny. So, Chris, it's the card, forgive yourself. So today's lesson, identify one area of your own life where you're angry at yourself or where you've yet to forgive something that you have done. Healing requires forgiving oneself as well as others. Your goal is to love yourself enough to heal. Very difficult one. We can love everybody else. We can forgive everybody else, but we are so much harder on ourselves. Like I always say, treat yourself as you would your best friend. Give yourself the same concessions and compassion that you would your best friend. So Stephen is next. Stephen. Stephen. Chris, it's a huge challenge for everybody. The mirror one is the best I know of. The Louise Hay method, where you stand in front of the mirror, look straight into your own eyes and say, I love you. Just keep doing that every time you pass the mirror. Just keep saying it and fake it till you make it, and you will make it. Stephen, you must be in excruciating pain a lot of the time. I'm seeing like it's black between the hip and the leg. It's empty. There's like almost nothing there, especially the right leg. The right leg. So much pain. I've put an energy pack all around your hips, back and front, in a soft pink colour. I'm drawn to soft pink. Yeah. Excuse me, cat hair. Airborne cat hair. Sending you lots of positive energy and healing, Stephen. I hope that Operation News comes up for you very, very soon. Thank you for the rose, Lena. Card for Stephen. Cards falling out of my hands. Amy is next. I can barely get my sock. Oh gosh. Gosh. I am so sorry to hear that. You're a strong fellow. You really are. Expect a miracle, Stephen. Expect a miracle. The power of this is amazing. Expect a miracle. Something will come into your life that will serve your healing, so be open to it and express gratitude when it occurs. Your goal is to know that the world becomes a vessel for the divine when you see the divine in all things. Expect a miracle. Expect the best. You are as entitled to miracles as any other soul on this planet. So don't hope. Get rid of that word hope. Hope is almost useless, because when you hope, nothing ever comes to you. It's always in limbo somewhere. Expect the miracle. Just know that it is coming. Know that miracle is coming. I cannot tell you how powerful that is. It is your right. Miracles are your right. And the universe just loves giving them. But if you hope, as I say, it's always somewhere between you and source. It's always, in the manifestation stage. Okay, Amy is next. Amy, I hope this makes sense. What I saw when I tuned into your energy is almost like you were in the middle of a whirlwind, and it's winding around you, and you're just looking at it saying, what is going on at the moment? It's like you're in the middle of very hectic energy, and you're almost stepping outside of it and just looking at it to see what it's all about, where it's all coming from. Grounding again, lots and lots of grounding, Amy. Ground yourself on a daily basis. Very, very important for you at the moment. Araya, hello, how are you? Again, I won't get to you at this stage, my love. But if you put your name down, lots of chaos at work, okay. Very important to ground yourself. So, card for Amy. So, there is a religious aspect to these cards, really. Thank you, Araya. If you give me tell me where you would like me to send the energy, I will certainly send to you tomorrow morning, like I always do, at 11:30. So, what this card is saying, spend the day with God. What I would prefer to say is spend the day with yourself. Spend the day just tuning into your own energy in a very quiet, respectful, peaceful way. Imagine that your entire world is a sacred chapel. Every inch of your life is filled with grace and the presence of the divine or source. Your goal is to visualize yourself in the company of the divine every minute of the day. That really, to me, is again grounding, taking time out, especially when you're in such a chaotic place in your work day. When you come home, try and make your space and your time and your energy as calm and peaceful as possible, and take as much time as you possibly can when you're not working to really tune into yourself, to ask yourself, how am I doing? Where am I at the moment? Am I okay? And just again, hand it all over to the universe. Just hand it over. So Sonia F rather than Sonia T. Sonia, you're very welcome, Amy. Sonia. The base chakra. My hand almost jumped. Well, it did actually jump when I went to your base chakra. So I sent most of the healing there. It's still tingling as I'm on the base chakra. I'm still trying to figure out what that is about. Maybe you can shed some light on it. A lot of power coming from that base chakra tonight. Sonia, I don't know whether you're aware of that or not. A lot of power. Power in a positive way, I think. So Emma is next. I'm pulling a card now for Sonia, and then Emma, then Sophie, Loredana, Sonia, and then for Destiny and Araya, I will hopefully be able to pull a card, but I will do the healing tomorrow. So Sonia. Okay. Sonia. Change direction. That could be what the base chakra was about. It's a time of power for you, I think. Know that healing sometimes depends on the strength, willingness, and ability to change direction. Many people postpone doing so due to fear or laziness, and then they wonder why they're not happy and healthy. Your goal is to make one solid, effective healing choice by the end of the day that can positively change the direction of your life. You're so welcome, Chris. Have a lovely evening. So, time of change. Change direction, and know that you can change direction. In any second, you can change your mind, you can change direction. It's a very powerful thing to know that we can do. So, Emma is next. Emma, do you suffer from low blood sugars? Or it could be that you maybe indulged in too many sugary things over the weekend or something like that, and that maybe you need to detox a little bit from the sugar. I'm just getting a little jittery feeling. It can also be, Sonia, you're very welcome. It can also be that you're having a little power surge at the moment. Also, there's good news on the way. I am seeing, as I feel your energy, I am seeing the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is always about good news. Always. everybody, of course, I send to, it will last for the next 24 hours, and I always send the energy down from the crown down to the base, so the energy starts to run a little bit more smoothly. So Sophie is after Emma. I'm pulling a card now for Emma, and then Sophie. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. I really, really, really appreciate you all so much. Emma, excellent. Thank you. So, card for Emma. Rely on yourself. Emma, rely on yourself. Look at the issue of dependency. Do you rely upon others to do what you should be doing for yourself? Healing is a solo endeavour, and while we all need support during this process, ultimately, the task of self-empowerment rests with us. Your goal is to identify and modify the ways in which you release personal responsibility to others. In other words, stand on your own 2 feet. And you'd be amazed what you can do on your own. Be amazed. Hello, Roisin. Roisin, I will take your name, but I won't be able to get you tonight, my love. But if you want to tell me where you'd like some healing, and I will send to you in the morning. So, Sophie is next. Sophie, your mind is jumping around the place. General healing for Araya, general. So Roisin, if you would like to tell me as well where you want your healing. Emma tá Anna Faulty Road. Sit. I have a little bit of homework for you, Sophie. Sit somewhere quietly once a day for 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes. You can set a timer if you like. And sit with all of those crazy thoughts. Let all the overthinking come. Let it all come. Let it all flow through. Don't react to it. Don't panic. Just let the overthinking happen. And then keep doing that. Keep sitting quietly. It has to be a quiet space where you won't be interrupted for that 20 minutes. And eventually, that overthinking will stop. Eventually, the mind will see, well, she's not reacting to it. There's no point doing it. this is proven. The ego will just realize that it's not causing anything. It's not making her react in any way. So what will happen is it'll just give up. And I'm not saying all your thoughts will go away. They won't. It's not possible. That's what the mind does. It thinks. But they'll be much, much calmer, and you will basically train your mind to slow down. So the first couple of times will probably be pretty tough, because we're always afraid of all those overthinking thoughts. Keep doing it. Keep doing that 20 minutes, and you will retrain that monkey mind. So card for Sophie, and then it's Loredana and Sonia. And what I will do then, hopefully, is I'll pull a card for Destiny, Araya and Roisin, but I will do the healing part tomorrow. Okay, so a card for Sophie. Identify change, Sophie. Identify one small change that you've been postponing that would improve your life. This could be anything from clearing a drawer to getting a new hairstyle. Change symbolically can be frightening, but your goal is to recognize that you postpone even small, insignificant changes because intuitively you know that they can ignite powerful ones, and we are all afraid of change. Don't be afraid of change. Change is inevitable. Change is cathartic. Change is the way our soul prospers and progresses. So identify one small change. Doing that sock drawer can actually be more cathartic than anything that you could possibly imagine. Even the hot press, something really small, the saucepan drawer, or press, something like that. Loredana. I love saying that name. It's a beautiful name. Loredana. Oh, Roisin, heart. No problem. Loredana, I'm seeing sadness and melancholy. I was drawn to the third eye, which in this case is just the actual head itself, and the heart. The head and the heart. I'm also seeing, do you suffer from SADS, the sun deprivation syndrome? I forget now what SADS stands for. I forget. But do you suffer from that? I'm just seeing a lot of yellow and orange around you, as in you need a blast of sunshine. Okay. I'm the opposite to that. The winter and the darkness feeds my soul. I'm a very strange person. So, Loredana, Team Tiny. You're the same. Okay, same as me. For some reason at the moment, I think, identify change. Love the dark. Yeah, I'm like that. I really do. But I think we're in the minority. But for some reason at the moment, Loredana, I think you need a change of some sort. You need your energy, a little shift in energy, and you need a small bit of light. Light is what you need. Okay, well, identify change. So you do need a change. Identify one small change that you've been postponing and that would improve your life. It's the same card as last time. This could be anything from cleaning a drawer to getting a new hairstyle. Change, symbolically, can be frightening. Your goal is to recognize that you postpone even small, insignificant changes because intuitively you know that they can ignite powerful ones. So, what change are you afraid of? And recognize it and make a little small change and see what happens. So, Sonia. Cool. Excellent. That's the way it works. You make a decision, the energy moves. Perfect. So Sonia T. Sonia, I feel drawn to your knees and your feet. I'm flowing the energy down through, but I'm getting a little stuck at the knees and then again at the feet. So I'm pushing that energy very gently from the hips down, right out through the feet. Okay. There's stiffness there, definitely stiffness. For Sonia. You're very welcome. Team Tiny, you're very welcome. It is my pleasure. Sonia. I mean, I've got a whole pack of cards here, and I'm shuffling, and very similar cards have been coming out, but you always get the card that is meant for you. Even if the same card came out 10 times, it is the right card for you. So, break negative habits. Sonia, break negative habits. Be Be aware of one negative practice you engage in that causes you to lose power, and work on changing that situation or habit. This could be thinking negative thoughts, overeating, or being constantly late. Your goal is to recognize that modifying or releasing unproductive habits can be challenging and even unpleasant, but it's essential that you do so. And just pick one. Pick one, start with the one that will have the least impact, but work your way up. So pick one, maybe one a week if you can, or even one a month, because it is hard work. And you'd be amazed how that shifts the energy. That is powerful. I'm all about energy, and that is powerful for shifting energy. It can be anything. So, a card for Destiny, Araya, and Roisin, and I will send healing energy to the three of you tomorrow morning at around 11:30. You don't have to be aware of it in any way. The healing will go for 24 hours. So, a card for Destiny. Sonia, you're very welcome, my love. Oh, got this already. Destiny, see the good in everything. This is a day for optimism only. Now, obviously, if it's late at night, do it tomorrow. No matter what comes your way today, your task is to see only the favourable attributes in it. Your goal is to practice the power of positive thinking. Try it for one day and see how you get on. And if you get on well, try it the next day and the next and the next until it becomes a habit. As I say, something as simple as setting your day in motion in the right way before you ever get out of bed in the morning. Say, today is going to be a good day, or today is going to be a great day. And that sets the tone for the day. Araya. Oops. Dropping cards here. Right. Araya. You're very welcome, Destiny. So, I will send a general to you in the morning and a general to Araya and Roisin heart. But it's a general with the heart. I always send generally regardless. So, Araya. It is a beautiful name, isn't it? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I really do. See the good in all things. Araya. Put yourself in slow motion and observe everything and everyone through the lens of, this is sacred and it speaks to me. How does that change your environment? Your goal is to learn to see the spiritual or the good in all things. So, by seeing the good in everything, by bringing out the positive in everything, it changes your environment. It completely changes your environment. It changes the way you perceive your environment. And again, it's easier said than done. It takes a little bit of practice, but becoming aware is the most important thing that you can do in any new habit or practicing anything. Becoming aware first and foremost, and then setting it in motion. So try and see the good in everything. And there is good in everything, no matter what it is. But it is a challenge. Roisin. Last but not least, Roisin. Oh gosh, another card. So I generally don't take any notice of cards that jump out, because if I were to do that, I'd be taking notice of most cards, because I have very small hands and most cards are huge. So, okay, Roisin. Roisin, examine your personal interactions. Determine whether you're someone who's always giving to others but who feels unnoticed or unappreciated. If this applies to you, it may be because you have a private agenda to seek love that's built into your motivation to be of service. Your goal is to examine whether your interactions with others leave you empowered or disempowered. Do you give to other people to be liked? Do you give, is it one-sided? Do you give for the wrong reasons? This is what this card is trying to say, but does it always backfire on you, Give for the right reasons. Give because you genuinely want to give. And some people will like you, some people won't. And that's okay. That's fine. You can't please everybody. You can't get everybody to like you. That's absolutely fine. The people that resonate with you will be drawn to you anyway. So just be careful who you give to. Be careful who you give to. Like relevant, Okay. Aaron. Hello, Aaron. Aaron, okay, seeing that you're here, I will draw a card for you. And I will send you some healing tomorrow. How are you doing? Last card, Aaron. So I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I am so appreciative of your company always. Apologies for not being here tomorrow night. We'll be back as normal on Thursday at 9. And then away for the week next week. But back the first week of April as normal. I am well, thank you, Erin. Is there somewhere specifically you would like me to send the healing in the morning? I will be sending at 11:30. So this card is for Erin. Use your wisdom. So dedicate yourself to wisdom on this day. Obviously, if it's late in the evening, you can do this tomorrow. Acknowledge one of the greatest truths that you have learned and apply this truth to your life in some way. Your goal is to use your wisdom and feel how powerful it is when taken from thought into form. We are all spiritual beings living a human experience, and by being spiritual beings, we are connected to Source. We are part of Source. We are part of the collective consciousness. That wisdom and knowledge and power is there for the taking. So by acknowledging that and by knowing that you are a powerful being, tap into that wisdom. Tap into that wisdom and see where it takes you. Thank you so much, Scarlett. So, Erin, is there somewhere that you would like me to send the healing in the morning? If not, I will just send a general. Thank you so much, Emma. Thank you. And thank you so much for your company. I hope everybody has a lovely evening, a wonderful night's sleep, and a great day tomorrow. And love you all. Thank you to the heart. No problem, Erin. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.